Welcome to the Ultimate Shootout, a true test of individual paintball ability. This is both a crucible of gunfight skill and a measure of the strength of your will. No teammates to help, no one to call on for support. It's just you, your weapon, and your wits, downrange from an opponent, your enemy, who wants to welt you up and steal your glory. Only the most agile gunfighters and the fastest thinkers will prevail. The matches in the quarterfinals for the Dallas Shootout are set. Clint Johnson, AC Diesel's #1 killer at their first pro event in Las Vegas. He's fast and aggressive, and he's one of the dark horses to win this shootout. He faces off against Jesse Stevens, who has his same skill set, just with more experience in the deep rounds against the best in the world. Jesse's versatile attack on both sides of the field helped X Factor win a series title in 2019.
We've kind of gotten used to the whole 5-on-5. You win by hitting a buzzer, but truly it comes down to elimination, where this is going to be different. I think I was just more excited to play than anything. Yeah, just coming into it with an open mind and just thinking, hey, one-on-one is going to be a lot of fun.
I think the Jesse versus Clint matchup is particularly strong just because they're both like aggressive, fit guys that both run and shoot particularly well. I've coached them both at a professional level. Clint is a little bit more just kind of wiry. He's going to be kind of, all over the place, I would think. He can go over the top. He can do some other things that are kind of freakish sometimes with Clint's athletic ability. And then Jesse, his fundamentals are just very strong. He works at them a lot. He's just very clean and crisp. And so I think when they get in that one-on-one engagement, you're going to see kind of Jesse trying to muscle him around with his gun skills a lot, and Clint kind of doing some, multi-dimensional, uncharacteristic things.
I've never heard of Jesse. Think about it, right? Like any sport, any extreme sport, right? There's an experience, right? Let's take skateboarding, for example. If you go to the skate park and you're like seeing everyone drop in on these big bowls, like, I'm gonna try that. And you drop in and you get wrecked, you don't wanna drop in again, right? It's in your head, right? It's fear, right? It's fear that is bred inside of you. And I think that's how a lot of players get in paintball, right? They go somewhere off the break and they get shot off the break. They're fearful of that happening again. And when that fear sets in, I'm there to feast. So that's how we're gonna operate.
This is what I do. I play one-on-ones all the time. This is like part of how I prepare for events. I have guys that give me a better run than he ever will, It doesn't matter who I play, honestly. I don't even look at it like that.
With Jesse, he's fast, but this field is smaller, and it comes down to mindset, right? Outsmarting the individual. I think that's where I'll really capitalize on him. He's small, he's fast, and so I'll definitely have to keep track of him. But if this is kindergarten, I'm the teacher.
Yeah, Clint's a clown.
I can manage this. This isn't anything serious, right? You put your crowns in this box, you put your nap bed here, and you do what you're told. I'm gonna tell him what to do out there.
I got a lot of love for Clint. We've played on the same teams, Since I've moved to Texas, we played on 3 different teams together and against each other, So it's been a crazy look. I think this field suits me. I really do. I think it suits my play style. It leans more towards my strengths.
I think for Jesse, when it comes to the mechanics of paintball, he's a phenomenal player, right? Snap shooting, running and gunning, those are things he's good at. But when it comes down to dissecting a layout and knowing where to go and when to go there, I think that's something he's going to struggle with for sure in this format.
And that's fine. There's nothing you're going to show me that's going to surprise me. It's talking about breaking down a field. Dude, I've coached half of the divisional teams of the USXBL and have been in multiple finals.
And he gets in his head a lot. Jesse gets in his head a lot, right? If he gets shot off the break, he's going to second guess going to that spot, right? If he gets shot in a gunfight, maybe he's not going to battle as hard. So I'm just going to go out there, slap him around a little bit, let him know who his daddy is and make him simmer down. Then when he starts playing defensive, I just start pushing it. It's simple. Emotional management with him. That's what I think.
It's fine. Mental game, please, dude. 28 years old. I've grown up. He's getting himself into a world of trouble, He's just stirring the pot. I'm going to bring his ass to the barbecue and cook him up. Little chicken legs. I'm going to serve him up with a biscuit and take this dub. You don't want this. He doesn't know what he got himself into. He talks out of his ass because he's nervous and he knows what's coming. And it's fine. He'll figure it out. It'll be the hard way. He might take another sabbatical from the game. Who knows? But, this ain't nothing, dude. This ain't nothing. I love the guy. I really do. And I know he's just stirring it up, but I'm going to stir it up too. You could put that on there. I don't give a fuck. If Nathan's a phenom, I'm busting to be Ric Flair, baby. Woo! Come on.
I mean, both arrogant in their own right, both head cases in their own right, and I'm excited to see that matchup because it's going to be like a warhead going off, you know? Once one of them gets heated and the other one retaliates, and whichever way, it's going to be on. So give it 3 minutes, it's going to be exciting paintball.
I think winning an event like this, a one-on-one championship, will be absolutely huge. For me personally, I like to pride myself on my one-on-one playing ability, and you know, just being able to be at the top of something like this and win it will just speak volumes about my game and how far I've come. Yeah, I honestly think the winner of this match is the favorite to win the tournament.
I think Jesse and Clint is the best matchup of the quarterfinals. That's one I want to watch the most. It's going to be pure entertainment. I mean, those two are going to be fun to watch just because of their play, how fast they like to play, how wild they like to get, but also the fact that they're both going to be mic'd up. The on-field reporters are going to be talking to them after each point. It's going to be crazy. That's the one I look like the most. And I really don't know, I think that's the hardest one for me to try to pick somebody who I think is going to win. I don't know. I mean, if I had to bet a milkshake right now, I don't think I could. You know, man, that's hard. I don't know. Honestly, Jesse and Clint are two of the three my personal picks that I think would win episode 1.
Welcome to the Ultimate Shootout, a true test of individual paintball ability. This is both a crucible of gunfight skill and a measure of the strength of your will. No teammates to help, no one to call on for support. It's just you, your weapon, and your wits, downrange from an opponent, your enemy, who wants to welt you up and steal your glory. Only the most agile gunfighters and the fastest thinkers will prevail.
The Ultimate Shootout, it's like a different take on a one-on-one. It's adding in more elements that will make it more exciting. The thing about paintball is it's hard to film, it's hard for someone that doesn't understand it to watch it because there's so much going on. You kind of want to isolate that down to 1 versus 1, so it's easy to view, it's easy to consume that content. But if you just keep playing 1v1 over and over again, you're just watching it, there's nothing changing. So I think that's the Ultimate Shootout, bringing in the buzzers, the different dynamic scoring systems, becomes a much more interesting thing to watch.
But as it broke down, I really liked it because the one-on-one format really allows you to be selfish, right? Like when you go from playing 5-on-5, any decision you make is going to affect more people than just yourself. Where in this format, it's you do whatever you want to do and you can take full responsibility, and that's how it is. So I'm a big fan of the format because I can do what I want to do, and then if it works, it's on me. If it doesn't work, it's on me.
I think the goal is excitement. I think it's so exciting and it's simple, right? So like I told my med school friends about this. I'm like, hey, I'm on this cool TV show, we're doing it for paintball. And they're like, this is the first time they've actually been excited about what I'm doing. Because for the most part, they don't really care if it's a 5-on, like they know what that is. But this is something I'm like, this is new, this is exciting. This is not just like shoot the other guy. It's way different. And so I think what it's about is excitement, it's quick, and it's something everybody can follow.
I've been in this for a long time and there hasn't been a trial of something. And that's huge. There's enough room in paintball for it to be an exhibition of any sort. So I'm a fan of the idea of trying it, and I can't wait to see what it's like, and of course improve it. So I'm excited to see what happens with it.
You come into it and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna, like any other match, you're gonna chill, you're gonna see how it develops. But with this, you can't do that. You have to decide how it's gonna develop. Otherwise, you're forced to their will the rest of the match. So it's kind of like you have to take charge immediately, which is a little different than our standard 5-on-5 format, I think.
So strategically, what I've seen so far, I've only seen a little bit of footage, and that's kind of why I'm here this weekend, to kind of see some practice rounds, is that it kind of seems like an early on mad dash for the buzzers, a lot of running and shooting, a lot of trying to get an advantage position-wise, and then you'll play a one-on-one. The scoring system kind of is skewed towards action and getting towards those buzzers. The thing that I've kind of been looking at and talking to some of the guys about is that I think cardio is going to play a big role here. If there's going to be a lot of running towards those buzzers, you know, a lot of points being played, not a lot of time in between, guys are going to get gassed out pretty quickly.
I really like the format. The more I watch it, the more I've studied it. I really like, you know, that it's not just a one-on-one. There's 3 buzzers incorporated. I've been practicing this for the past week, and I'm really enjoying it.
Roberts was able to protect again in the next one as Johnson laid out to try to end the game. It was his 3rd kill in a row to bring the score to 19-13. If Roberts could get to the bonus buzzer, the match would be tied, and all Johnson needed was 1 more kill for the win.
Go.
After locking into a gunfight, Johnson made the run-through on the inside to get the last kill and take the victory.
I'm feeling beat, but really just wanted to step up for my team. You know, representing AC Diesel, Paintball Fit. You know, that'll shut the haters up. They want to say they won gold barrels. They want to say they're the best. Meet me out here one-on-one. Let's get it.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
The new 101 rules for the Ultimate Shootout are simple. There are multiple ways to score points. 1 point is awarded for a kill, and then players will switch sides. If there is a simultaneous kill, then both players will be awarded a point. There are 3 buzzers located at the 50-yard line: blue, red, and black. 8 seconds before the round starts, the bonus buzzer, worth 4 points, will be indicated by a puff of smoke and announced to the competitors, potentially changing their strategy at the last second. The other 2 buzzers are worth 3 points each, but the round only ends after an elimination, and the players can hit more than 1 buzzer in a round. If the players get 3 kills in a row, they'll activate a kill streak bonus, and every kill thereafter they will receive an additional 3 points, plus the point for a kill, for a total of 4 points. The kill streak carries over, and only ends when their opponent gets a kill. The first player to reach 20 points wins the match. If there is a tie, rounds will be played until the tie is broken, and if both players get past 20 points in a round, the highest score will win. We are about to head into the last quarterfinal matchup here at the Ultimate Shootout, the very first Ultimate Shootout here at Paintball Fit in Waxahachie, Texas. This is Nate Roberts taking on Matt Jackson. Matt Jackson, a former Golden Barrel Award winner for AC Dallas. Nate Roberts helped start the AC Dallas squad. This is an interesting matchup, again, stylistically, story-wise. I'm Matty Marshall, got Ryan Brand up here with me to break this match down. What do you think about this matchup here, Ryan?
A very interesting matchup. We have one of the best paintball players in the world with Matt Jackson, and one of the most up-and-coming, young, talented players with Nathan Roberts. He's had a lot of talent behind him. He's been known to just have a lot of upward trajectory.
Here with Nate Roberts, about to go into our last quarterfinals match against Matt Jackson. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. I'm ready to go. Me and Matt have been talking a little bit on the sidelines there. We're getting after it. I'm excited.
Oh, give me some details on that. What's been going on the sidelines?
Oh, we just been talking. We're trying not to talk strategy too much, but being on the same team and all, we're pretty competitive now. So excited.
He's only gotten to play this literally for one round for practice. You were here all last weekend, is that right?
Yeah, I didn't get to play last weekend. I had my foot messed up, but I was here on the beta testing day. So I kind of got an idea what's going. And plus, we got to watch all the other prelims so far. So.
Yeah, you have some intellectual strategy going.
Right.
And tell me a little bit about the history between you and Matt Jackson.
We came up together. Well, he came up on VCK before that, but when AC Dallas went pro, we were on the same team there and played several years. I took a break, but when I came back, I'm on diesel now. So we practice each other almost every weekend. And we play the same side, so we're always battling.
Maybe a little grudge match. Well, good luck then. Good. How do you feel about this format?
I think it's fun. It's really exciting to watch. Obviously drastic difference from the 5-on-5 because there's just way more action, right? 5-on-5 you have a little bit more kind of sit tight, hunker down strategy. There's still strategy into it, but since it's one-on-one, it's less people, so it's less going on in a sense, but more action-packed. Running and shooting is probably like the biggest thing here, and just being gun dominant. I think we've probably talked about that a little bit with probably everybody. Just being gun dominant and shooting your gun as much as you possibly can while still trying to move a bit with the buzzers.
Yeah, I think the strategy comes more in play for how you're going to get points, not necessarily the kill.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like it's less about the actual shooting the person in a sense of like how can I accumulate points before they do, but also of course like if you go get a buzzer that's 3 but then you die it's only 1, so you kind of want to go get a buzzer then die and you're still up, right? So it's like you're incentivized to shoot the person, but also at the same time you're incentivized to get the buzzer. So that's the strategy to it. It's the point system.
How do you feel about playing Nate for your first round here? The first time we've ever played this format,
Yeah.
First quarterfinals. How do you feel about being paired up with Nate?
No, I'm feeling good. He got to watch me in my warm-up, our little exhibition that we did this morning, so maybe he's got a little intel, but, I'm a trusty old vet, so I think I got some tricks up my sleeve. And like I said in the first interview, he doesn't really play left-handed, so. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Back to you, Maddie.
I think a potential difference maker here is going to be Matt Jackson's off-the-break shooting. He's known as one of the best off-the-break shooters in the league, and if he can go to quick ball on Nathan a couple times, he's going to get in his head.
Let's go this way. My left. I'm going to go left to trick you.
About 20 seconds to go here. About to find out at the 8-second mark what the bonus buzzer is going to be. There's 3 buzzers out there, red, black, and blue, center and on both sides. And looks like it's going to be the orange buzzer there on the stand-up side of the field. A lot more taller bunkers on that side. We'll see if these 2 players start engaging that way. It looks like Matt is going to try to utilize his off-the-break shot and immediately gets taken out by Nate. So Nate on the run out to his spot, but the referee there maybe calling a simultaneous hit, or I don't know, it looked like Matt got domed up there pretty quick.
He did. He's upset about something. I don't know if he thinks that Nathan started earlier, but I didn't see that. So Matt looks a little heated already.
1-0, Nathan.
Dude, off the tower.
Was it off the tower?
Yeah. I was literally standing there and just goes twack. I was like, oh my god.
Hey, good to know. Good to
Got
know.
him with the Cyclops right off the gate. So
that's never good to start.
That's not how you want to start.
You do not want to start your one-on-one battle by getting Cyclops pretty much, right at the beginning of the first round. So these players are going to switch sides. Matt Jackson in the orange, Nate Roberts in the blue. So Nate's got to be feeling pretty good right now with a slight lead, but as we've seen before, points can be scored incredibly fast. You can score a ton of points. I mean, theoretically, you can hit all of the buzzers in one round. We've seen 2 already here in the quarterfinals with the way that Ryan Brand, it looks like it's going to be the blue bonus buzzer here on the car wash side of the field. Looks like Matt is again going to post up, and he immediately. So there's that nasty off-the-break shot from Matt Jackson. So Ryan, do you think are they going to go blow for blow on the kills here, and we could see a real long potential game?
We might. It might. It's like it doesn't seem like either player is really trying to do the strategy of just going right after buzzers. Matt both times has stayed in the back center, and it's kind of getting a mixed bag right now. One time he got Cyclops, one time he got that shot off the break. So we'll see if he goes back to it right again.
If you have a nasty off-the-break shot like Matt Jackson, then yeah, sure, give that a chance. Why not?
Yeah. It's what my old legs will let me do. Just turn and shoot. Got good hip rotations.
Matt Jackson definitely can play aggressive paintball. We've seen him time and time again when AC Dallas is down, pushing into guns and racking up points and kills for his squad. Nate Roberts, though, a little bit more experience here in this format as he was able to play the beta test. So that's kind of a little bit of an advantage there for Nate.
Blue.
Gonna be a blue bonus buzzer. Matt Jackson looking like he might be posting up again. Nate Roberts looking like he's going to try to take some ground, and he does. No, but now Matt's going to launch an attack. They're both going to go right for the bonus buzzer, and it looks like they might have simultaneously traded, and they did.
1 point apiece.
Good sportsmanlike conduct from him so far. A little pound there after that trade.
Yeah, so far so good. Interesting, they both went for the bonus buzzer there, so it'll be good to keep an eye on that if they're going to continue to lean that way.
We've already seen one collision in the quarterfinals as Ryan Hall and BJ Hindenburg collided in the center of the field. They both shook it off, no problem, and didn't look like they were routed at all. But that is definitely something that we could see again here with this format, Ryan.
Yeah, I think the center is probably where we will see that the most. There are a lot of bunkers there, tall cans, and then these temples right in front of it.
Not big breaks between these rounds. You've already coached both Dimitri Ninos and Jesse Stevens into the semifinals. You're going to be abstaining from coaching them in that match and just let them handle it themselves. But how much do you think fatigue is going to play a factor?
Definitely. Both players did seem like they're getting a little bit gassed towards the end of those matches. Just my guess here is Nathan might be in a little bit better physical shape than Matt.
Black bonus buzzer in the center. Nate going to try to get out to the Dorito side of the field. Matt closing the gap here and then ends up getting taken out by Nate.
Yeah,
I don't think that he was able to put a ball on Nate. So, yeah, Ryan, it's just gone blow for blow here, kill for kill.
He fucking
and it looks like Nate is clean. So it's going to be 3-2, the score.
3-2, Nathan.
Yeah, low-scoring game so far here, Ryan.
Low-scoring game, and
We
that
just keep
means
trading, dude.
Longer game, so we might see that cardio come into play.
Yeah, so each engagement is a round, and we could see quite a few rounds here as the guys have started to go for the buzzer, but no buzzers hit so far. We'll see which is going to be the orange bonus buzzer. And you also have to change your strategy up on the fly.
It does look like Matt is going to sit back and shoot.
Looks like Nate's going to sit back and shoot as well, too. But Nate might have caught him with his first stream. Referee's going to check him out, and he's going to get pulled out.
You know, this might be a 1 point penalty.
So another kill here for Nate.
Nathan Roberts.
I mean, if that's not a 1 point playing on penalty, I don't know what is.
Well, there are fouls out here as they're calling them. So here in the Ultimate Shootout, looks like they're going to call the penalties fouls. And yeah, it did look like he could have potentially been assessed. There's -1, 2, 3, and then all the way to 5 if there is a physical altercation out there.
I mean, I would give that a -1. He's playing. He's trying to shoot Nathan. He's hit.
Yeah, and we had talked about how important it was, blue bonus buzzer this time, but how important it is to negate that kill streak engage status that Nate Roberts has right now. So Nate is going to gun up here and stay in that back spot. So does Matt. Just content to shoot left-handed. Now Nate's going to make his move. There goes Matt. Matt also left-handed. He's moving up towards that red buzzer side of the field. And here comes Nate. Looks like Nate might be getting that bonus buzzer, and I think he just got caught. No, I don't think so. And Matt thought that he shot Nate, but no call was made from the referee, and that's a little bit of a mental mistake there. If Nate is clean, that's definitely a mental mistake. It looks like signal from the referee that he's clean, so that's going to be a kill streak, bonus buzzer. Nate Roberts starting to stack up some points right now.
Big point swing there. You know, if Fuzzy was in position there, he could have just played that bunker, and while Nathan was checking himself, he could have hit a buzzer right there, the orange buzzer, but instead he kind of waited for a ref to make the call, and it really bit him.
Absolutely, and you gotta look, man. Defend yourself at all times, right? If you don't see the referee signal that call, even if you saw a ball go in on your opponent, you gotta continue to play. Matt really thought that he had got that shot in on Nate, but Nate, with the bonus buzzer hit, with the kill streak, and it is now 11-2 here in favor of Nate Roberts. And we do have the Golden Barrel Award winner, one of them last year. Really kind of digging himself a little bit of a hole here, but you can score a ton of points in a round. We'll see if Matt Jackson can get another shot here in on Nate, stop this kill streak, and get himself back in this match. And it looks like that's exactly what he does. So Matt Jackson going to put his third point up on the board, and that negates the kill streak for Nate. So the score is going to be 11-3 now. And Matt's back in it. Well, still a big spread.
Yeah, I mean, he had my number.
I like the strategy there.
You had my number, Fuzz. Great shot, Fuzz.
plays too aggressive trying to get buzzers, he opens it up for Nathan to counter and get buzzers of his own, which will put him in a really bad situation.
Well, and watching some of these other matches, aggression definitely worked. When we watched the Ryan Hall BJ Henningberg match, that was just all gas pedal all the time. So, and at some point in time, depending obviously on which way your opponent's looking, yeah, I mean, the buzzers are there, massive points are at stake. Why not try to make those moves? And it just really is contingent on the mentality and the tactics and what you're thinking that specific point. Obviously, again, fatigue. I don't necessarily think fatigue is going to play an issue quite yet, but one-on-ones they're incredibly mentally taxing because it's just you. You're just doing combat yoga out there, constantly keeping your gun up, constantly thinking about your next move. You're getting brutalized, and you got to just persevere through that. So it's going to be a center bonus buzzer now.
We'll see if Nathan makes a play for it.
Looks like he might be going for it. He's definitely going that way. So is Matt Jackson. Both of them cutting towards the center, but Matt playing more aggressive, up and over the top. Gunfight dominant. He's going to get that bonus buzzer and stay alive. And then he gets the shot in on Nate, too. So here comes Matt Jackson storming back into this match.
Did they trade, though? It might be a trade. But Matt did get the buzzer.
Matt Jackson.
And Nathan gets Matt off of that kill streak that he was getting close to achieving. So it's one of those things that are going to be coming out even with a big lead for Nathan still.
Yeah, but the lead now down to 4-point lead here for Nate Roberts as it is 12-8. But that was a huge round for Matt Jackson. We've been
Dude, they're really fast.
We know how aggressive
they're hard to
Matt
see,
can play. He
honestly.
pulled it out, and in that center of the field, able to get the bonus buzzer, get the kill. So a little bit more.
I told my mom the same thing. I was like,
see if Matt can keep up this momentum.
Mom, this stuff hurts. She doesn't get it.
Yeah, and we are starting to get to a high number of points played, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon, so we'll just kind of see. I think fatigue is going to start playing a factor in the next 3 points.
Orange, bonus buzzer. And Matt Jackson's going that way. Nate Roberts is going for the blue buzzer, though. Nate Roberts catapulting all the way, and he gets the shot. He cyclopses Matt Jackson again on the run.
Jesus.
What an amazing display there of running and shooting ability. And, oh, no, they traded, though. So Matt Jackson had stopped and was able to get that kill.
No buzzer.
Yeah, Matt was saying that he was able to get the shot in, and it looks like they are going to negate that buzzer hit. So it's just going to be a mutual trade, 1 point for both of these players, and it's going to be 13-9.
And with Nathan having the lead, that is to his advantage. He can trade all he wants. He's going to get him close to that 20-point threshold.
It's okay.
So Matt's got to be a little careful here. When he does go for a buzzer, he's got to get his gun up fast and start protection.
Bonus buzzers in the center of the field now. There's no clock to worry about. It's just a race to 20 points. Nate slips a little bit, able to stay alive. Matt pushing up towards that black bonus buzzer. Gunfighting left-handed Nate, right-handed Nate. Forces his way out, but then he gets shot in the face. And did they trade again?
Ah, damn, I missed him.
It looks like Matt's clean, so Matt is inching his way
Because he saw me too.
closer. 10 points on the board for Matt Jackson, 13 for Nate Roberts. Just a 3-point spread here, Ryan.
Yeah, and that one, Nathan had him kind of trapped in a can, which traditionally is not the easiest bunker to play.
Yeah, terrible gunfighting position most of the time.
So, and he moved out of it, and he kind of put himself into a can in a direct line with Matt. I think I would have liked to see Nathan stay, hold his advantage, and he can protect all the buzzers from the bunker.
Feeling old. Feeling like an old man. Dude, I'm about to turn 32 this year. I feel you.
Wait till the 5 comes in play. Then you're just like...
30 hit me like a brick. Torn meniscus in my right knee. Other leg is just falling apart.
Guys ourselves, when I went and walk this field, I'm like, man, I might be shading to the right a little bit more than I'm going to the left. It just depends on where the bonus buzz is going to be. And also quite a significant gap between the Doritos getting into that car wash spot. Orange bonus buzzer now on that taller bunker side of the field.
All right, we see Matt's shooting off the break here.
Fighting here in the initial engagement. More aggressive Nate Roberts as he heads up, but it looks like Matt Jackson is going to clip him. And so now Matt Jackson able to put that 11
John with the ref here. Matt would like the ref to call the player out louder because I did bite him earlier.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I understand his frustration, but him and the ref are going at it.
You got to be careful. I always tell guys, I'm like, look, man, plead your case. You feel things aren't going your way, plead your case, but be careful about engaging with that referees because we've got the same refs out here for this entire tournament. But now a little bit closer here, 13-11, the kill streak now engaged for Matt Jackson, so he's 1 kill away. from starting to be able to stack up some points here, Ryan.
Ton of momentum for Matt Jackson.
You against the bully? I did, sir. Open your ears, sir. Open your ears, sir. The pit player. Do your job. You're being the bully. You're being the bully, sir. Boo this man. Boo. Boo.
Roberts, many people out there, paintball fans, probably think, oh, Matt Jackson should run away with this one. But Nate Roberts, as we talked about in the open of the show, he was one of the first wonder kids to come out of the AC program. He helped build this program. He's in medical school now, but highly talented. And this is the battle we wanted to see. Now, engagement here starting. Matt Jackson right-handed. Looks like Nate going to try to push himself left-handed here into this Dorito.
Yeah, if he can get some dominance on Matt here, he does have a pretty good lane to get into that car wash and close to the blue buzzer.
Just has to be careful with his engagement. Can't be too reckless. Has to worry about that kill streak. And it looks like I think he might have taken a shot before he hit that buzzer.
If he is hit, he got shot before the buzzer.
I saw something come off of Nate as he was going for the buzzer. I just couldn't see if it was a bounce or if that ball broke because he was at a dead sprint.
Now, one thing I did see is that Matt was not shooting his
I
gun
died early.
after
I died back there.
Yeah, so Matt Jackson, this is what we were just talking about here. If you're Nate, you got to be very careful here with your aggression and pick and choose your battles here, because Matt Jackson able to put up 4 points here with that kill streak engaged and taking the lead. 15-13 is now the score.
That's a big swing.
And
he's still on the kill streak.
So the score here heading into this next round, 15-13 with the kill streak engaged for Matt Jackson. He could seal the deal right now and punch his ticket into the semifinals if he prevails in this round right now, Ryan.
I think what Nathan needs to do is come out and Cyclops him again right now. I think that's
That'd be
his
great
best
for him.
bet, the only thing he can do to take this, because Matt has all the momentum.
Yeah, he's already cyclossed him a couple times. I mean, Nate's been hanging in there in the gunfights. It's just a couple things have been going Matt Jackson's way to take this lead right now. He's really stepped it up. And this is what we thought we'd see out of the Golden Barrel Award winner. Big risk for Nate.
Strategy.
And Nate's going to be getting Nate. I think Nate got that right before he got shot, and this would be a huge turn of events.
Matt Jackson, bonus buzzer, Nathan.
Yeah, see, not necessarily. It's just a trade.
4 points, Nathan. 1 point plus the kill streak bonus.
Yeah. Right. Or if I just shoot him, it's over.
Oh, but he's got a kill streak. I have to kill him.
Score is
2 points short of winning.
Matt Jackson.
Yeah, so tough situation tactically here for Nate. With a big risks, he goes all the way trying to get to the bonus buzzer. Able to get it. 4 points for him. 17 points now. But he does give that that kill to Matt Jackson. So now Matt Jackson is just 1 kill away from taking this win.
All he has to do is shoot him. I'm glad that Nate's still in med school, because if he was my doctor right now, I'd be in a world of hurt. That was some bad strategy right there. Now Nate does open up, though, that all he has to do is hit a buzzer to win himself.
That's what I was saying. I was going to counter that with, I understand what you're saying, but I think from Nate's perspective, with the risk versus reward here, I mean, he's pretty close to a win right now, too. He's 1 buzzer hit away, not a kill like Matt did. Matt
hit the buzzer and survive, because the match is not over until someone is eliminated. So if Nathan hits a buzzer and then he gets shot right after it, which is common, Fuzzy wins.
Orange.
So it's an orange bonus buzzer, opposite side of the field from that last one here. See if Nate goes for it. Doesn't really finish, but he just gets 3. And all Matt Jackson needs to do. Oh, and Matt Jackson immediately turns around and puts the nail in the coffin and immediately starts yelling to the sidelines right now, triumphant with the victory. So the Golden Barrel Award winner, Matt Jackson, was down pretty big here in this match, but he was able to just stick in there, tenacious till the end, and the momentum shifted his way, Ryan, and he was able to get that victory.
Yeah, no, that's good. You fucked me up because you would push and then stop.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I don't even want to go push because he pushed and stopped and shot me going for 2. I was like, fuck. Because Ryan would just keep going and BJ just keep going. I was like, fuck, I don't even know how to play this.
Dude, there's a lot of different strategies going on. You figured me out in the middle, though.
Well, I can tell you're tired, so I was like, I don't
know. Ooh, yeah, baby.
I was like, if he does run, I think it's going to be a little slower.
Probably need to run more, huh?
So Matt Jackson moving on to take on his teammate Ryan Hall in the semifinals.
Great job to both of you. That was, I don't know what the time on that was, but it felt like it was a longer round and match than we have seen from anyone else. Nate, you initially had the lead for quite a while there, and then I heard you saying you felt you were getting a little gassed out.
Yeah, 100%. I was just getting tired. I probably need to be running more out there, but yeah, in the end, in the later stretch, he beat me out.
If you were to play this again in 2 months, what would you do to prep and make sure that your endurance was there to come out here and play this kind of format?
The ladder, a lot of sprints, hurdles, stuff like that. High intensity training, really. I think that's what it is.
And Matt, you're kind of figuring this out every round that you play. What are some things you're starting to notice with that pro eye of yours?
It's you can get a little tricky. Actually, part of the issue with me playing against Nathan on that one is that he would push, but actually he would get up and then actually stop and then watch a buzzer. So he caught me twice, me trying to counterattack to get a buzzer. So then after the points after that, it makes me not want to try to attack after his attack. So it's kind of like a little mind game, which is cool. Most one-on-ones are like that. This being so small and so compacted, it's just compounding that little mind game a little bit more. So I think that's going to be a big part going forward, kind of who does the cat and mouse a little bit better. The cardio thing is big. Nathan and I joking about it while we're playing. We could tell man, my legs are tired and he's running around more than me. I can't imagine how tired he is. So that was part of the thing that I was thinking about too. I was I don't think he's going to run as much, so it lets me do a little bit more, have a little bit more freedom.
That first round, he got you real quick off a bounce shot that you had been talking about, right?
Oh yeah. Call it pregame. Literally, it was the ricochets into the back center going to get people. Sure enough, first game, straight in my face. Yeah.
And I gotta ask you, Ryan Brand said that you're the dirtiest cheater in all of paintball. So do you think you're gonna have any cheating out here?
No. Out here, honestly, the joke is play until the refs call you out. And I actually made a huge mistake because I thought I shot Nathan, and the ref was kind of chasing him. So I was yeah, I know I shot him, but I didn't actually shoot him, and it bounced. So it's oh, whatever. But on this, no, this is for fun. Yeah, I want to win just like anybody else, right? So you play a little gray area a little bit, but no, there's no cheating out here. And I take offense to that, Ryan. I think I have less penalties than most quote-unquote big cheaters at the events. You can check the tapes. So.
Well, great job to both of you. That was a fun one to watch. Back to you, Maddie.
So now the stage is set here. Semifinals at the Ultimate Shootout. Here, Paintball Fit in Waxahachie, Texas. It's going to be Dimitri Ninos taking on Jesse Stevens and Ryan Hall taking on Matt Jackson. Stick with us here. More action coming at you soon.